Hey, what's up, Clashers? Welcome to the episode of eDrags for Town Hall 13. It's not an easy attack. Look at these attacks on me. I usually don't recommend that attack to my classmates because it's not easy. I want 3 stars, not 1, not 2, during wartime. But once you fully understand it, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna have lots of 3 stars like I do here, and that's why I'd like to start recording it and walk through those with you. And here's the composition. Pause it if you need to. And let's go and let's find our next match. First and most importantly, understand that this attack does not work for all bases. Just like this one here, because the buildings are so far apart, you don't get the value of the chain effect. You want to make sure that you're in a base where things are closer together. This is a Town Hall 11, let's skip that. Things are closer together so that you get the most value out of the eDrag chain effects. Like this one is a good example. Let's take a look at the blowers. So I'm gonna go from bottom right with my eDrag and Loons, and I'm gonna use the bottom left to start off with my hero so that I can paint a narrow path for my eDrag's path. Okay, so for eDrag, so understand the very foundation here. The goal of my heroes is to take care of that queen and all those scatter shots, but most importantly, it's to carve a path, a narrower path for my eDrag so they don't fly all over the place because they are freaking slow. You cannot wait for them to fly all over the place. And now at the right side, I noticed that there's a slot where I put my eDrag there. It can start funneling the other side without getting hit, so that is a good spot to use. Looks like we got their scatter shot, so our heroes did a great job there. They took down a lot from the bottom left side. So bottom right, let's drop our Loons and then our eDrags. The purpose of a Loons here is not to cause damage. That would be a bonus, a significant bonus. But most importantly, they are like the meat shield that would trigger all the air traps as possible to keep our eDrags as healthy as possible. And notice that my eDrags did not even get blown away by any of the sweepers because we started it in a position where the sweepers cannot hit us. That is also very critical. The other thing that eDrags really hate would be single infernos and air defenses, and that's why I have so many freezes with me. Okay, but also if I do have extra freezes, usually I might sometimes go against a blower's direction, a sweeper's blowing direction, and I would be using freezes, 1 or 2 of them on the blowers in case that it is in my most optimal path. We try to avoid that, but if that is the optimal path where you have to go against a blower, I would use it. But I would be having my freezes there, else it's not gonna work. Now we're in cleanup time. Looks like my eDrag has done a good job. We have about 3 or 4 eDrags left. Definitely we can clear that. But during cleanup time, I just really hate my Warden. Look at that. My Warden will just like hit everything so that my eDrags does not get to shoot. And the problem with that is that we don't get the chain effect value from the eDrags. It's all about the Warden right now, so it's pretty much a waste of time. We had almost a minute left, and we don't have a lot of building left here, and I feel like we might even run out of time just because of that stupid Warden. Let's take a look at here, right? If my eDrags hit that collector, a lot of things will be gone. But because my Warden got it, and my eDrags did not get to use their chain effect, and now I'm starting to be a little bit worried, to be honest. I really hope they start to split. Oh, I'm glad they actually split. And see, our eDrags did not get to shoot again at the bottom. Oh gosh. Okay, looks like they split. My eDrags from the top. Oh, and the stupid Warden actually hit it again. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, 9, 8. Oh, I don't think we'll get it anymore. There's only 5 seconds left. Oh, there's only 1 last building left. And the Warden got it! So he redeemed himself a little bit. That was kind of an easy base. It's got status shots and all, but you know, let's find something bigger as we go. I've got whole day to work on this right now. Here's my other account, same army composition. If you get to scout ahead, like at war, you can determine for yourself whether you need that extra freeze or that poison or not. You can switch it around. But now that we're forming, we don't know what's ahead of us. I'll just keep it as is, find our next match. And again, remember, the bases that are best for eDrags would be bases where buildings are closer together, where it's not more than 1 space apart, so you get the value of the chain effect. Number 2 thing that you want to look at would be, can you get good values out of your heroes? That would be your king and queen at the beginning, where they are funneling a path to create a narrow path for your eDrags. If they can easily do that, plus there are values for chain effect, in that case, that would be a perfect base for eDrags. Looks like a decent base where eDrags would get some chain effect value out of it. And I think I can do something with my heroes there. First thought would be my main army, my Loons, my eDrags would go from left to right. Mow the lawn from left to right. And I'm gonna need my heroes to carve that path. So that would carve a little bit at the bottom, carve a little bit at the top, so that my core troop can stay in the middle, going from left to right. So I'm gonna start with my heroes at the bottom, on the south side. Okay, and also trigger that CC and get that queen, get that king. And hopefully if we can get that eagle, that would be amazing. I think we might be able to do it. So let's see. So I've dropped my king and queen. I've dropped an extra eDrag there for extra power. So we've dragged a CC, which is a big plus, although those were just balloons. I'm soon going to drop another eDrag at the top. But let's see if we can get that eagle first. Oh, look at those expos shooting at us. We may get it since, depending where she heads to. Oh, okay, that did not work. She had the ability, but she went the other way. So let's go to the top now. Let's drop another eDrag to start funneling a little bit. So carve that path at the top. And now I'm gonna drop my balloons. Again, my balloons are mostly for triggering all the, all the air traps to absorb as many damage as possible from our precious eDrags. Okay. So let's do this. Let's have my rage ready. So let's get through that. I've frozen the scatter shot and the blower and that AD and that expos. Super good use of it. Now I'm almost ready to use my Warden's ability. Avoided that kaboom. Avoided that scatter shot. Kill that scatter shot. Kill that eagle. We killed that blower as well. We're gonna finish off those expos. Looks like our plan worked really well. We've carved that narrow path. Now our core troop went from left to right, exactly how we want it. And that's how you make good use of your heroes and one or two of your eDrags for funneling purpose. So now that we've got all the big stuff away, so remember in the last video, I really hated my Warden. Looks like we're kind of splitting here, but because of the fact that we still have a hero, the Royal Champ, that will do the good job. So I'm going to use my last freeze there to save my champ. And because we have the extra champ, she's going to do a really good job at cleaning up. So I'm not as worried as I was earlier with my Warden. And have more than a minute left. Oh, there's actually one more. Oh, so I just made a newbie error, right? I should have taken down some of these huts, the corner huts, the tricky corner huts. But I was talking to you guys and I was a little bit distracted by talking to you guys. But here we go. Here's the eDrag attack. It went perfect. In this next eDrag attack, I'll be using wall breakers because I noticed I usually use my wall record just to get my heroes a little bit more in. So I might as well use wall breaker instead and save my siege for something else. The blowers, the sweepers here are blowing left and right, so I'll probably have my core going bottom to top. And I'll have my hero starting on the left side to start funneling that path and have an eDrag on the right side. And good that I have wall breakers here. Let me launch some. Okay, and it opened up the path, so I don't need to use my wall wrecker anymore, which is great. eDrag on the right side. Now I'll switch back to a stone slammer. Okay, wow, our heroes actually are doing a really good job. I hope that my queen can actually get that scatter shot. Let's see if it will. Our eDrag on the right is kind of struggling. Anyway, so should we? I have my ability. And I think we got that wall wrecker. No, I mean my scatter shot. So let's drop our Loons and now our eDrags and our stone slammer. Dropped my... Oh, my Warden is on the ground. I should have put it flying up in the air. Anyway, I've dropped my Royal Champ as well, so we're going bottom to the top like we said. We've already funneled the big left side right now. The eDrag didn't do as good as a job on the right side, but we should be fine. The path seemed to be narrow enough for this. Drop my rages. Okay, so now this is the time where you want to make sure. Okay, Warden's ability to avoid the big kaboom. We still have two freezes. We have to figure out what is it killing us. Okay, that Inferno, single Inferno, let's put that. I think it's too late. It got my eDrag. But I think at this point, we should be fine. And this is pretty much cleanup time right now, and I'm really glad that they split, so that my stupid Warden would not be ruining all that chain effect. So let's see. it looks like we totally got it. So guys, recap again. What I'm doing here is the same as what I did in the previous attacks. Figure out the direction of the sweepers, avoid that. Just in this case, I'm going bottom to the top, and I'm trying to get a narrow path for them by using my heroes and one eDrag on the other side. While using your heroes, you want to get as much as you can. Aside from funneling that path, that is the core, but also you try to get as much as you can. In this case, we got an AD, we got Expose, I think, but definitely we got that scatter shot, which is amazing. Here is another 3 stars. And before we continue, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page, CS Clash. Switching back to my other account, let me just self-donate. Meanwhile, let me let you know that I actually really enjoyed using the wall breakers. That actually saved me from using a wall wrecker, and I could use a stone slammer, which is actually better when you go with air. Some of you might like to use blimp, especially Yeti blimp that I have shown in my last uploaded episode about air attack. Yeti blimps are actually super amazing, but because I just used that in recent videos, I'll just keep it as a stone slammer, keep it general during farming. So let's look at our next attack. So just 10 seconds left here, guys. Bear with me. Remember our first step, find the direction of the sweepers and funnel that path for our eDrags. Oh, this is actually Legend League. I just got bumped back up to Legend League. Not my choice. This is a Town Hall 11. How come there's Town Hall 11 in Legend League? Oh, we cannot skip because this is Legend League. So we're stuck with this. You know what? I think it's worthwhile for you guys to watch this anyway, just for fun. I see there's a hole at the south corner. Let's do something there. And looking at the sweeper's direction, I'm probably gonna go from the bottom left with my core army. So I'm gonna start off with my heroes in that hole to funnel a little bit and get that AD. And because this is a Town Hall 11, so while we're having fun, let's give ourselves this challenge. We have to finish this base with more than a minute left. Else, you know, you should be disappointed in me. Okay. So we kind of got the little bit of the funneling, eDrags near the top, so I'm just dropped everything. That biggest threat is the single Inferno with the 80 and that blower shooting at us. So that's why I have a rage there. Let's get rid of that as quick as we can. I've actually froze that single in the last minute. And we're very close to their core. We're gonna get that eagle very soon. I have just used my Warden's ability at the Town Hall. I just pretend that the Town Hall would do the kaboom anyway. Just to be fair, you know, let's kill that queen. Let's poison her. You know, it's not good to poison lady, but let's just do that anyway for this attack. And we have a minute and 55 seconds left. I feel a little bit rushed by my own challenge set by myself. But it looks like, oh, okay, we use the World Champs ability. 96%, 98, oh, there's only these 2 buildings left. Oh, we're done. A minute and 38 seconds left, guys. This is what your performance should be at least if you're facing a Town Hall 11. Next attack here, this is the version without my wall breakers. Let's find our sweepers. I cannot find my sweepers. I'm going blind. I cannot see them. Okay, so with just a few seconds left, I'm probably gonna have my hero start from the left side because I think I'm gonna go bottom up or top down because it looks like it's already a narrow path. I'm just gonna have my my wall wrecker and my heroes to also make that path more narrow, starting from the left side. I don't have a wall breaker, so I use my wall wrecker here. It has its own merits because it'll be able to go a little bit deeper, and probably not in this case because it got stuck with this storage. But we can get lots of things out of this, especially the scatter shot, the multi, the expose. Now, oh, I found the sweepers. They're all pointing down. Okay, I'm gonna use an eDrag to keep one busy, and the other one we will use freeze, and we're gonna freeze that air defense at once. Okay, so it's not gonna be too bad. So look at that. The right sweeper is kept busy by that eDrag. Now I've just frozen the other sweeper on the left along with the AD, and it got all destroyed. That means the damage done to my eDrags by the sweepers have been pretty well controlled. have the Warden's ability ready at fingertip, and here we go. Avoid the kaboom. Oh, that scatter shot is actually under renovation, which is good. Froze that AD. Another big one that eDrags really hates. So we're getting really close to the top. Those two, oh, I froze that Expo for no reason. It already got destroyed. Wow, eDrags are so powerful with that chain effect. Look at that. Oh, that Expo also got killed through the chain effect. Now the Warden is with the rest of my eDrags, which I really hate. Remember that? My Warden is just gonna ruin all that chain effect. Not yet, but it's probably gonna happen soon. Do I have anything left? No. Yeah, usually with eDrags, I don't know why, we just don't really use much of those, what do you call it, cleanup crew. Because eDrags takes a lot of space and you need Loons with them, and you just end up with not a lot. Some, like when I trade off my, to get my 5 wall breakers, I had to take away 2 Loons, and I already felt like I'm being too generous with that. Oh, my Warden is dead. Perfect timing. Hey, maybe that's a good reason why we should keep the Warden underground so that it dies easier near the end of the game. So 30 seconds left. I think we got all of that. Can we get all of this in one shot? We probably got the reach, but likely we need another last blow right there. All right, power up. That was my own sound effect for free. There we go. 3 stars. Searching for our next opponent. This base looks like it's good for eDrags. You look at the buildings, they're close to each other, so you get good chain value there. So looking at the sweeper's direction, I'm likely gonna start my heroes on bottom left, so I can have my air attack from the bottom right. So with my heroes, and likely I'm gonna add my wall wrecker to that just to give some extra boost. Probably rage my Loons that are inside. So here we go. My king and queen and the wall wrecker starting from the bottom left. So we're gonna get that funnel, but on top of that we have to get that blower. We're gonna get that queen. We've also activated CC. I've dropped the extra eDrag to start clearing up a little bit on the left side, because you know eDrags are pretty slow and it looks like it's a pretty safe area. We might as well drop an eDrag there. Good that my queen went back inside, because I want to kill more, destroy more that are from the inside. So it looks great. We got that queen, we got that blower. I think we got an 80. If not, we're gonna get this 80 for sure, I think. Okay, let's drop our Loons. Let's drop our eDrags from the bottom right. Like we said, I've dropped my Royal Champ. He's still underground with the Royal Champ, because I feel my Warden, I want my Warden to die a little bit sooner so it doesn't you know, hinder our cleaning up at the end. But you know what, I think in general you should still put him back in the air. This is just for experimental purpose. And I got 4 freezes here, right guys? So where do you put them on? Usually you would put them on 80s and single infernos. Extras probably on the scatter shot. Alright, I generally won't use that on the town hall just because it's the moment where your Warden's ability will be activated soon, so you don't get as much value out of it. So my eDrag split there, which is awesome, meaning that the Warden won't be an issue for us too much here, and hopefully our top eDrags will do a good job with the chain, and it did. Here we go, 3 stars. I think we should do a last one just to test ourselves. Did you understand this video? eDrags, what bases are they good for? First, look for bases where there's chain effect value. So buildings are not too far apart, and that your heroes at the beginning, they can get some good value out of it. Destroy some big threats, and most importantly, pathing. Create that narrow path for your eDrags. First step, always look for the sweepers, and then determine where you should start pathing with your heroes and where you should drop your eDrags. This base here, I'll let you think a little bit. How should we start? Where should we start? Look at the blowers. Time's up, and I'm gonna approach this in a little bit more of a contradicting way, starting from the bottom left with my core army, my air army, swiping all the way to the top right. There will be a sweeper there. going against us, but that's okay because the sweeper is next to our scatter shot. I can use a freeze to freeze them both at the same time, so I get good value out of my freezes. For that reason, I've already started my pathing troop from the bottom with my heroes, my scatter shot, sorry, my wall wrecker, so we're gonna get that scatter shot, that air defense, that expo, and hopefully that single if possible. That will be a big bonus. So we've already thinned down the path a little bit, drop that eDrag at the top to thin the other side. So looks like we might be almost ready. Oh, look at my queen. Oh, that queen got so much out of it. I love that. My queen is probably also gonna get that single inferno. Okay, now left side, I've dropped my first eDrag to funnel a little bit. Now I'm dropping all the rest. So we're gonna go from the bottom left, like I said, going all the way to the top right. We will have our freeze at fingertip when it comes to that sweeper and the scatter shot. Rage again, let's get to the core as soon as we can. So froze that single and that eagle. Okay, Warden's ability is on to block that kaboom as well as the eagle shot. So that sweeper is starting to shoot at us. So I've already frozen that. Let's drop another one better so I can get the scatter shot as well. The first one didn't, so I think we did a good job there. Oh, we also got that last top left. Oh no, we have a bottom right air defense. I just froze that. So we probably got the scatter shot soon, and we got it. Let's get that AD. 3 eDrags against the AD. Oh no, wow, that air mine was pretty good. That area with the last AD took down 3 of my unhealthy eDrags. So we are in danger actually. So let's hope that our Warden, our Grand Warden, will get it. So as soon as one of the eDrags go towards the 80, we will shoot at the 80. Come on, Warden, do your job. There you go. The Warden is the champ. The Warden took down that last big threat for us. So I think we are good now. Warden alone can probably take down everything that is remaining here right now. He probably will anyway because he is the Warden. Clean a time, he is the champ. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I have helped you to master your eDrag attack at Town Hall 13. Comment down below if there's anything you want to tell me. Please give a like to this video, subscribe to my channel on YouTube, and follow my Facebook page. CS Clash. I'll see you next time.